Is it visible?
Yeah, just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're on laptop, right?
Yeah, I am on laptop.
Okay. So spiritual laws over. See, objective of this is to people who know Raj Yoga, but what I've done is
Hmm.
combine the whole Raj Yoga with a lot of, as you see, formulas, graphics, and animation only in one slide. Okay, only on a one slide. Okay,
Okay.
so it will be an overview, and somebody wants further explanation. Then uh, objective is the first explain the whole Raj Yoga cycle,
Hmm.
and then, if required, we'll go to the things where we explain quantum physics, thermodynamics, etc., etc. Okay, the first we'll only complete the total cycle because to the beginner, it is very important to complete the total cycle rather than go into the scientific details from the outset. Okay,
Hmm.
so and I want your comment, so you can.
So, first thing is about your course or your study is for the who have done the Raj Yoga course. It's not for the
No,
comers, right?
even people who
Who
no,
don't
both
know.
both people, whether
Both,
they
na?
have
They are.
done or not done, but then give the overview of the Raju. If somebody has done the Raju course, then all the better. But even if somebody has not done,
Hmm.
then should make some sense. Let's see
Okay.
what is your opinion.
We shall plan in such a way that who is even not a Raj Yoga practitioner or not even done the course, he should also be able to find it interesting and he should understand. So what happened will both the things will be done. Like
Yes, that is the
we
objective.
are
Let's see.
planning the course in a scientific way.
In a scientific, but
Hmm.
it's kind of an overview. No, he's not going to talk about dharana and all that. Okay,
हाँ
so
वो
it
ठीक
is
है. हाँ,
this is only the world cycle, you can say.
the
Okay,
knowledge.
let's see.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
overview single. So that's why I said overview single Z. Otherwise, this was with the long. This is a shortcut.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the only. I am not going to go out of this present or this one slide. That is the objective. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So I'm going to explain about drama. So this is drama. The drama will have A means actors, space or stage, space, then there is a time, and then the laws. So this four underscores, laws, time, space, and actors. That is what is a drama. Okay. Now we are talking about the space. So space is the soul world and human world. So this is the soul world. So this is a soul world. We can say Brahm, sixth element. It doesn't have space and time. That is explained. Then this is always pure. Okay, nothing impure will come into this. So that is what is a soul world. So no vikas, so no five elements. Five elements will not be present in this soul world. Then this is human world. So this blue color is a human world. Orangish or red color is a soul world. Human world consists of universe also, and it is made up of five elements. So that is all blue is human world. So the space out of the drama, the space I have explained, soul world and human world. Okay. Now, now I'm going to start explaining actors. So there are three actors. So we'll talk about this Purush. Purush means actually, Purush means whether see why I'm using word Purush is because of the Gita. Otherwise, it is
Hmm.
Atma or spirit. Okay.
Hmm.
Our didis don't like Purush, but anyway, I have to change it because see this is more poetic. Param Purush, Purush, and Prakriti. To me, it sounds more poetic. You give your feedback. So this is the Purush. So Purush is the soul. So this is soul. Then Man and Buddhi. So Man and
Let's just a second, just a second. So if
yes.
these don't like Purush word, we can use, I guess, Prana.
Okay, let me write Pran. But then okay, they want Atma.
हाँ
Didis want Atma.
वो तो है, बट पुरुष जो है वो गीता में सच में यूज करते हैं, बट स्टिल इफ दे आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद पुरुष, बट थ्री पीस आर रियली
Yes,
गुड।
yes.
हाँ, तो वो
Yeah, that
प्राण
makes
शक्ति
sense.
बेसिकली,
Yeah,
उसको पुरुष
energy.
को
Yeah.
प्राण शक्ति भी, एनर्जी भी हम कह सकते हैं। प्राण मतलब आपको पी चाहिए तो ऐसा।
हाँ, ठीक है, अच्छा है, परम पुरुष प्राण. Okay, yeah, that's good idea.
या
So this is Atma. तो आत्मा का अपना ये पिक्चर है. मन बुद्धि. So key is man buddhi. So this is a orange color. Okay, this is orange color. So this is man buddhi. The conscious mind. It is a kind of a ram. Okay.
या
Then sanskar. So sanskar is this all black. So uh, this is what is a subconscious mind, unconscious mind, hard disk. Then this green is original sanskar, and then there is a script. So this bluish is a script. So this blue. Blue is a script, and these two together is a sanskar, or which is because hard disk. We will see that the why it is black. Black is nothing but a vikas. So this becomes automatic. So sanskar, there are 5 types of sanskars. So this one is original sanskar that we will talk, and the all other derived sanskar other than willpower is all will consider explain in the black color. So this is about sanskar. Then atma, man thinks with all input, buddhi visualize, and then experience. Then only when you experience, okay, so and it happens multiple times, then it becomes part of your sanskar. So that is what I want to explain. Okay, that will go into the hard disk. So when you man buddhi, when you man thinks, buddhi
आई सी।
visualize, and you experience, then only it will go into the hard disk. Right?
वैसे
So that,
एक बात
yeah,
कहूँ,
बोलिए.
आप आप इतना अच्छा करते हो ना ये सब कुछ, इट्स रियली वेरी गुड। सो द वे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड, सीएम एंड ऑल, आपने बहुत अच्छे से लिखा है। बट मुझे ये कहना था कि जैसे आप अभी हमें एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हो, इट शुड बी सेल्फ एक्सप्लेन्ड। पहले हम एक स्लाइड ऐसे बना सकते हैं कि दीज आर द शॉर्ट टर्म्स वी विल बी यूजिंग। पहली स्लाइड एक ऐसी हो कि हम इसको
Yeah,
ऐसे
yeah.
इस रीति से बना रहे हैं। हाँ, इफ यू कैन शेयर मी द स्लाइड, आई विल मेक इट एंड शेयर विथ यू।
ठीक है, आई कैन समझ it. तो आपको काइंड ऑफ या
नहीं सच्ची में, क्योंकि है ना ये बहुत अच्छा है, बट है ना ऐसा कोई देखेगा तो वो बोलेगा कि मुझे सीखना ही नहीं है
नहीं,
ना।
बराबर है.
हाँ, पर इतना अच्छा है ये, अगर हम उसको थोड़ा सा सिंप्लीफाई में या फिर
करेक्ट.
थोड़ा थोड़ा ये लास्ट को रखेंगे। पर है ना, जैसे पहला आया ड्रामा, तो ड्रामा के 3 है, तो क्या क्या है? एक्टर, स्पेस, टाइम एंड लॉस, 4 है। ठीक है, ऐसा
नहीं नहीं, ये सब समझो ना, ये सब है ना, बहुत डिटेल भी मैंने सब किया है. ये मेरे को सिर्फ एक स्लाइड में बताना है कि
इसलिए।
क्या होता है. लोगों के पास आधा घंटा ही होता है.
हम्म
उसको आधे घंटे में पूरा राजयोग मेरे को समझाना है.
हम्म।
बाकी तो ये सब देखो, अभी मैं तुमको बाद में बताता हूँ. बाकी ये सब ड्रामा इज इक्वल टू स्पेस टाइम, सब मैंने बनाया हुआ है. सी, ये जो मैंने स्लाइड आपको बताया ना,
हम्म।
देर आर 15 स्लाइड्स, ऑल
ओके
टॉक अबाउट ऑल द सेम थिंग. सो
ओके।
दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव इज दैट एक स्लाइड आधे घंटे में पूरा साइकिल बताना. तो पहले तुम यू गो थ्रू इट एंड
या
देन यू कमेंट इट. ओके,
या
पहले
ओके,
देखो, गो थ्रू इट. इज कॉम्प्लेक्स, मैं आई बिलीव. नहीं इतना,
नहीं नहीं, इट्स
ये तो
नॉट
अभी कुछ
कॉम्प्लेक्स,
नहीं
इट्स
है. नहीं
रियली
नहीं,
ब्यूटीफुल।
नहीं
एंड
नहीं, आगे तो हम जाओगे तो पूरा स्लाइड में एक एक इतना भी जगह बाकी नहीं रहेगा. सो देखो, लेट्स सी.
ओके।
सो ये हो गया मन बुद्धि संस्कार. देन किधर गया मैं? यस,
हाँ, थिंक, विजुअलाइज एंड एक्सपीरियंस यू वर टॉकिंग
या
अबाउट।
ठीक है. सो दैट इज पार्ट ऑफ द हार्ड डिस्क.
ओके।
नाउ दिस संस्कार का ये एरो मैंने इधर डाला, बराबर है. दिस इज द,
हम्म
नहीं, ओके, उसके पहले ये सी, this red arrow. So this is human world. Now I am come to soul world. In soul world, soul is represented by number. So n is a number, and this is actor. So our first actor. So either you call it Purush, Atma, spirit, or then there is a Q. So this green color is the Q. Okay, which is nothing but original sanskar. So this is the soul in the soul world. So this is ये green से इधर arrow है. So this green I am calling it is a human DNA. Okay, H7. Okay, so it is human DNA. Okay, so what is that human DNA? So this Q, or you can indirectly say it is a quality, original quality of the soul. So this is original quality. So how I am comparing? I am comparing with, this is the body. Have you seen? This is a body, and this body, so body has a 5 element. So we can say that quality of the body is a 5 element. So body is made up of the 5 element. So same way, the soul is made up of this. So Gnan, Pavitrata and all that. Okay. And then Shakti. So this soul is made up of all these 8 things. So I am not going to elaborate, but Gyan is neurological system, Pavitrata is immune system, Shanti is respiratory system, Prem is cardiology system, Sukh is the digestive system, Anand is
And
hormone system, yeah, and then this is the muscle and
skeleton.
yeah, skeleton and muscle, and this is
Hmm.
8 Shakti. So this is what is this is all is original Q, correct? So
Hmm.
that is clear. Then now the soul, every soul will have some n factor, the Planck constant and the frequency. So this soul is an energy. So this is the equation.
Hmm.
And then that frequency is always greater than equal to 0. Frequency 0 is samadhi, which is very rarely,
Hmm.
which is this thing debatable thing. But then this is the soul. So when soul, when it works, so this energy is always greater than 0. So it always is discharging this energy as per this equation. So if you are peaceful, frequency is less. If you are agitated, frequency is going to be very high. So this is the, so soul as an energy. Okay, so these are all, we'll all talk about the Purush. So this Purush thing is over. Now we'll come to Prakriti. So this is the actor number 2 is a Prakriti. So the Prakriti is a 5 element. This is actor 2. Okay, the Prakriti is electron and quartz. Okay, so this is the different charges. And this is equation E mc square. We represent the Prakriti. Prakriti will have a dual character. The dual character is either energy or it is element. So E or M, that is what is the dual character. So this Prakriti, so now what I am going to explain is, have you seen these arrows? I am going to explain how Purush controls the Prakriti. So that arrow has come to how Purush controls the Prakriti. So when Purush, when interacts with Prakriti, so we observe, so that this is all quantum physics. I am not going to explain about this. So what I am saying is that Purush means actor 1. The script of the Purush is controlling the Prakriti or actor 2. Okay, so this is, and to layman, the explanation is that sometimes what happens is that the Japanese scientist Mitsusugo, which says that water, so if somebody observes the water, then it is crystallizes. Okay. So based on your consciousness, if you have good thoughts, then the crystallization is very uniform. If you are very agitated thoughts, then it is not very uniform. So that way we can say that to layman that, even this is a Nobel laureate. So the layman, we can say that Purush can control the Prakriti. So that is what is this is. So what we are explaining is that when Purush observes the Prakriti, then what happens? That the behavior of the Prakriti changes. So E changes into M. Okay, so the behavior of the Prakriti changes. E changes into the M. We'll not go into the detail of that. That we will see afterwards. So we can say that even the nature of the crystal. So indirectly, Purush is controlling the Prakriti. This is explained by the quantum physics. Okay. Now, now we talk about the Prakriti. The Prakriti, this is physics. So this is physics, quantum physics. This is physics is Prakriti. So we can say that in course of time, Prakriti will become from new to old, or will become from order to disorder. This is what is nothing but law of thermodynamics. So we can say in our spiritual term that Kala is reducing. So Prakriti, everybody will understand that in course of time, everything becomes new to old. So we can say that Kala of the Prakriti will always, or quality of the Prakriti is going down. So this is what is the physics. Now we'll talk about the journey. So drama has actors, drama will have a space, drama will have time, and dramas will have laws. So this is going to talk about laws of the journey. So this journey is soul world to human world, to and fro. That is what is the journey. So in journey, this is RT. This is the religious tree. So I will explain about the religious tree. I need not explain it to you. So this is a religious tree. So these are the souls, and you can see that this charge is higher, this charge is slightly lower. And then So journey is from the religious truth of the soul world to this our world. Okay, so this is the journey. The journey, so this soul is entering into the from soul world to human world. So this entry, so this is the first birth. Okay, this entry means is the first birth. So this is the first birth. Now we are saying that this Q, the charge, the magnitude of the Q is depend on the your length of the script. So how much time you are going to perform in the stage. So see this Q is higher, this Q is less. So here this Q is less. So here the entry is much later. So here this soul entry is somewhere here. This soul entry is somewhere here. Okay. So this is the entry. Then why? Because how it is entry. So this Q and the color of the Prakriti, when they matches, there will be automatically this entry will happen. So in soul world, these are all Qs. So when that Q and the color of the Prakriti matches, at that time, automatically it will enter into the embryo of the mother. So that is what I am going to explain. Then this is I am going to explain what is the death. Death is change of dress and
आप
address. So
एक्सप्लेन कैसे करोगे कि जब एनर्जी और उसकी कला मैच होगी तब वो ज्वाइन होंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ विच फॉर्मूला
yes, see, you see, this is the kala, okay? This is
या
प्रकृति कला. So ये सब कला धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है, बराबर है?
राइट
ओके, धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है. इधर जब मैक्सिमम कला है तो ये आया. इधर जब कला मैन हो गई धीरे धीरे, दैट आई विल एक्सप्लेन हियर कि कला कैसे कम हो रही है. तो इधर कला कम हो गई तो ये सोल इधर आ गया, बराबर है? इधर
हाँ
कला ज्यादा थी तो ये सोल इधर आ गया. So that has to be explained bit later. It will come almost
ओके
immediately. Okay.
ओके ओके
Then, okay. So this journey I am starting here. The journey is, down. Okay. Arrow is down. So it is, how journey is, quality is
रिड्यूस
reducing. So that
इंक्रीजिंग
is what I am.
हम्म
So this time, so I am going to talk about the script because we have already been talking about script. So
हम्म
this is a time axis, time or script axis. Okay, so this is a time axis.
हम्म
Then there is a script. So what is it? The script is there in the soul world, but it is executed in human world. And when it is executed, we call it as a karma. Okay, so that is what is a karma. Then this is the karma. Karma is what when script is executing. What I am trying to explain is when script is executing, I am going to explain that Q means original sanskar or the quality of this soul is going to be downgraded. Why? Because implies that with already seen that it will in course of time new things will become old. Or if you want a mechanical engineering, so let us assume that initially there is a lubrication layer. So gradually that lubrication layer with friction, the lubrication layer will peel off. See here, this is the lubrication layer. So gradually lubrication layer is peeled off. So you can see that the lubrication is reducing. And once lubrication layer goes off, then there will be a friction. The friction is a black layer. So you can see black layer is increasing. So this is a good, good example so that gradually you can see that Q, because the lubrication layer peels off, so the Q is reducing. Now that black layer is there, so the Q is further reducing, and black layer increases, the Q is reducing. You can see that Q is reducing. So this is the analogy of the mechanical engineering, lubrication and friction, which a common man should be able to understand. So idea is that when you execute this, so we have explained this Q is reducing. So this Q is reducing. So this is what it is. Here the quality of this quality is reducing. Okay. Now, so this how it is reducing. So this is the quality axis. So this quality of both A1 and A2 means Purush and Prakriti. Why A1 and A2? Because here we have seen this Purush controls the Prakriti. So Purush controls the Prakriti. So both going up and going down has to be same. So both are in the same axis. The quality of A1 and A2 is derived by the y-axis. Then the script. Now I'm talking about detail of the script. So this is a script. So this is the script S, the soul conscious script, which is a dotted line. Okay, which is a dotted line. So this soul conscious script is nothing but it is kind of a lubrication layer. So this lubrication layer will peels off. So it is something like a prarabdha. So this is it peels off. So this is Q comes down. Okay. we'll see how it is Sada Sukh or Karma is equal to 0. So this is, I'm going to talk about this lubrication layer. Now this lubrication layer is, as per the science, it's only based on the external factors. So these external factors is the function of number of souls. And you know that number of souls keep increasing. So as more and more population increases, so it will naturally, the quality of the environment is going to go down. Okay. So that is what is the script S. Okay. So now, now the key is that when you are a soul conscious, then there is always a queue. So the soul conscious, the queue, it is full. Okay. So you're full of all this gyan, pavitrata and all that. So and so when you do the karma, it will emerge. So that queue will go out, because you know you are a soul and you know you have a queue. So the queue will come out. So the queue will come out. So we will not explain. In Shruti mein there is a script, then there is a sthiti will have a queue. Then there's the Vritti, Drushti, and Kruti. Okay. So that is only for people like you. So when that happens, so automatically what happens, that Q will come out, and that is what is a karma is equal to 0. So that it is all, everything is deterministic. Everything is deterministic. It is all prarabdha. So this is the karma is equal to 0. So we can say that it's a karma. So because it is all Q and it is all deterministic, okay, and that is why it is determined, it is Sada Sukh. So this is a karma is equal to 0. So this is what is I am going to explain. And this is here, this red one, no? So this is our silver and gold and silver age. So this is explained here, and this is explained here. So you can, the later on I am going to explain that this will have 8 birth, this will have a 12 birth, deterministic. So this 8 and 12 birth, and this is what but then Q goes down, but then everything is deterministic. And this is what is the Nirvikari world. That is what we're going to. So this is the Nirvikari world. So this is the traveling. And here in the graph, I am explaining this way. So it is going down, but it's going down with a less slope. Okay, so this is what is a Nirvikari world. Okay, so this is time and this is a quality. This is going down. Then I am going to explain about script B, so body conscious script, which is a blue one. Okay, so here it was explained. No? This is the blue. This is a body conscious script. This is a blue one. And when body conscious script is, this is a script. So this is okay. So this is now this the subconscious mind. So here the Q is with respect to the time. So it is going to become from soul conscious to body conscious with respect to the time. So this is what I am explaining. So when you become soul conscious to body conscious, Qs goes down. With Qs go down, and then you forget you are a soul. So then there is a Dehabhan. Okay. Because of Dehabhan, there is a the equation is that we'll explain that there is script B that depends on the external environment as well as internal. So plus internal, so external plus internal, and it is a function of the black layer that I am going to explain. So what that black layer is, you mean I mean it is a vikar. So this is also increasing. Here only number of souls are increasing. When you are executing the body conscious script, so this is it has a E plus I, and what is the I means internal thing. So this is the function of the black layer, and that is what is I am going to explain. So now, as I said, that with respect to the time, Dehabhan is increasing, and what is because of this is Dehabhan is increasing, and Dehabhan leads to Maya, and then it leads to Vikas. So I am trying to explain that. So I am first trying to explain what is Maya. Okay. So what is Maya is that because of the Dehabhan, what happens? That we feel that we are body. So this is a body, but means we feel we are a Prakruti. So this is body is a Prakruti, but actually we are a soul. So that we have seen. So actually we are soul, but we know we are body. So this is what is a Maya. So actually we are soul, but we feel we are body. So this happens because we have become from soul conscious to ball conscious. We have traveled so many births. So automatically we have forgotten that we are Q. Okay, so we feel we are body. So what happens? Because we are body, so this Purush has a Q. So that Q is reduced. But see, we know that we are a soul. So we need, because the body needs 5 elements, soul needs all these things. But then as we have forgotten that we are soul, so that Q is reduced. So what we do is that from Prakriti, we try to get Q. Okay, so external. So this from internal Q, we try to get from the external. So this is the arrow. So we are trying to get Q from this. Because we are trying to get Q from this. So automatically it will become because of De, Indriya, Moh, Parde, Lobh, De, Bhog means 5 elements. So Kam, Moh, Lobh, that can be explained. And then if you are not satisfied, if you are satisfied, then it will become Aham or this thing, your identity. If it is not satisfied, there will be Krodh. So all this will generate the 5 vikars. And those vikars are those black layers. So these vikars will be generated. And the key is those black layers is the part of your subconscious and unconscious mind. So this is what is the spirituality. I'll come to that. So this black layer is part of the soul, subconscious and unconscious mind. We are not talking about conscious mind. So this is what is a vikar. And because of that, and see, we have seen that Q is external. Because Q is external, okay, so it is non-deterministic and it is a variable. So I have given a variable sign, it is external. Because it is a variable, so it is non-deterministic, and that's why you will feel sukh and dukh both. And then because temporarily, because this is all temporary, that it will only be temporary sukh. So this karma, so whatever karma the in body consciousness, the karma will be negative, or we can say that this karma will be vikarma. So this vikar, so indirectly we are saying that this vikar is going to generate dukh. So most of the time it will generate dukh. So this is the vikar is generating dukh. So I'm trying to, trying to put it in scientific way. So why vikar is generating the dukh. Here everything is deterministic. It was the sada shuk. So vikar is generating dukh. So this is the region. This is a vikar. So this is the two worlds. So this is what is the we are traveling. So this is a vikari world. This is a vikari world. And from when you are traveling from here to here, and we are traveling from here to here, that is what is we are encountering from the body conscious one. This is, and we know here these are the 21 births. These are the 42 births. So here in the graphical, this is the black layer. Actually, it will be an exponential, but for simplification, I have done this black layer, but with the slope is a greater slope. Okay. Uh, then when we are traveling, so we are talking about the journey when the black layer is there. So this when you are traveling the journey. So key is that how we travel, so how we behave. So that will generate your ego or your black layer, not what you acquire, how you acquire. So that is what is, this is, I have tried to explain the ego. So this is what is an ego. So while you are traveling, this black layer is generated, and that is a black layer. And we am trying to explain this black layer is attached to soul. It is not attached to energy body. So normally, Veda and all that, they think that Vikari is attached to body or the energy body, or they say the 7 chakra. The 7 chakra is part of an energy body. They say that Vikari is attached to 7 body, but we are saying no, Vikari is actually attached to our soul. And so that Vikar determines the quality of your subconscious mind. And because of that quality of subconscious mind and unconscious mind, you will have a bad dreams or you react. Okay. So if somebody says that I am nirvikar, somebody says I don't need Raj Yoga. So you say that you introspect if your dreams are perfect and you don't react, you always work with, conscious mind. Then okay, then you are nirvikari. So you don't need anything. So this is all clean. So this is what I'm trying to explain. So this is what I'm trying to do is Satosu Tamo. So when you say Kala is down, so I'm trying to extend more spiritual word. Satosu Tamo. So Q is going down. So this is all is explained by science. So this is the physics, quantum physics. This is a law of thermodynamics. So this is your Kala is going down, and then down up to, see, theoretically it will go from here, here to here, here to here, and then it will go to minus infinity. Okay. So this, if this is what science says, okay, and this is what this line will also go to minus infinity like this, okay, and till what time? So this is the physics. The script controls A1 Purush, it controls A2, it is going down, okay, and it goes to the minus infinity. And so this is the physics. So Purush controls the Prakriti. Then we have seen that Prakriti is also going down, new to old or order to disorder. And then ultimately, this is third physics. So, combining this P1 and P2 is P3. So what it says that ultimately we'll explain that. The details I'm not explaining that. So Purush controls the Prakriti, but we know the quality is going down. So we are saying that Vikar of the Purush is controlling the entropy of the Prakriti. Entropy is S. And so, and because entropy controls the time. Okay. So because entropy controls the time, and this entropy is always increasing, and uh, that is why time will keep on increasing, and it will go up to the thermal death. See, the example is this. I have not explained time is that entropy and time. What will we example is that when we make from doodh to dahi, okay, and we say that can we convert dahi to doodh? So when we make doodh to dahi, so entropy is increasing. Is there any way you can convert dahi to doodh without any external energy? The only way is you have to go back in time. So 4 बजे दूध रखने को दिया था, रात को 10 बजे उसका दही हुआ. अगर रात को वापस आपको दूध करना है तो वापस सुबह 4 बजे, तो you have to go back in time, but that physics doesn't allow. And that is why entropy is increasing. So we can because entropy is increasing, time is increasing, and because entropy increases, time is increasing. Because if you see the mechanics equation, you can always make time negative, and all you can still solve the equation. But that physics doesn't allow. Okay, that is what it is. So this is so. So what it is trying to say is that this is going till thermal death, but we know that all cycles are eternal. So if cycle has to be eternal, okay, that will explain what is eternal. Then the T has to become S and it becomes zero. So entropy has to become zero. Then and then time will become zero. See, this is we know the time. So time it has something has to come back here. So how do we? And so we know that as per as thermodynamics, you can't do that because we know that thermodynamics is Prakriti. So Prakriti, we know the entropy is always that is the second law of thermodynamics. So this, but quantum physics says Purush controls the Prakriti. So that Vikar of the Purush, if Vikar becomes zero, then and then that can be a cycle. Okay. So, so, so if it is thing internal, then there is a cycle. So this is red arrow. So this is the cycle. And where is it? Cycle. So this I will explain with the cycle. So we are going to sciences. We are trying to cycle 5,000 year yada yada. So why the history repeats? Okay, so we can say history repeats. So when you say history repeats, so see there is always it has to be a circular. So that is history repeats. Then we can say that all eternal things have four things. So in day there is four prahr, no? Morning, evening, afternoon, evening, night. So this four prahr, there are char rutu, and then four yugs. So this we have explained. These are the four yugs. So all eternal things are normally the four things. So this is four yug. Then we can say that, see, we were always talking about the script. Okay, so there was always a script. So this is nothing but script is script is nothing but a theory of relativity. So what theory of relativity say that script, which was here where I'm saying that linear, but script is actually circular. How? Because theory of relativity, we are only talk about the specific theory of relativity. But if you go to the general theory of relativity, well, gravity is there. So all the script, so when the gravitational field, field is always, it always curves. It curves towards that. We will not go to. Because of that, so we can say the script also becomes linear to circular. So when script becomes a circular, so there has to be a cycle. And then there is astronomy. So we can talk about the astronomy. So there is, there is in Gyan Sarovar, there is one project is there, sun circle. Have you seen that? Gyan Sarovar, there is one model which talks about astronomy, which talks about 5,000 years. So
Yeah.
if you know, but there is very detailed. So that I can explain. Then there is a population theory. What population theory says that If you go back to statistics, so 4,000 years from now, population of the world is zero. So even those scientists believe. So they also come close to the 4,000. Here with astronomy, it is comes to around 10,000 years. This population say it is 4,000 years. And then, then we can talk about Bible, no, 2,000 years ago, the Bible and all that. So we
Yeah.
can say that, so there is a something called a cycle. And if it is cycle, sorry, cycle. So that has to be a metaphysics entity. So this is M. So there has to be some metaphysics entity because as far as science is concerned, there cannot be a cycle. So what is that metaphysics entity? Is what is a Param Purush or Paramatma. So what is the definition that in this religious tree, the Paramatma was somewhere here. Okay. So this was somewhere here, the top of the religious tree. And now this Paramatma, the definition of Paramatma is compared Q is infinity. Here number is zero. There was n number. We can call it a Shiv. This is Q is constant. Not only infinity, it is always constant. Script, Paramatma script is only for the half the cycle because in this there is no role of the Paramatma. This is the third actor, Param Purush. Key is here the frequency is greater than zero. Is always frequency less than zero. So always charging. Eternal. It is a father of the all the souls. It is a single charger, and it is beyond the boundary. Okay, and it doesn't take birth, and this is the beyond the boundary. So this is the beyond the boundary of the human world and universe. So this is two B's. And this is a Paramatma, this is a symbol of the Paramatma. So this is what is a Paramatma. And then this Paramatma from here, now there is Avtaran. So from Paramatma from here, this is a Brahma Baba ka body, and then there is a Paramatma ka Avtaran ho gaya. And then what is the principle of Avtaran means two souls in one body. So this I have tried to explain. And then the host is a Brahma. And then we'll say that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, we'll talk about that. We'll talk later. So this is G, this is the generator. Okay, so this is now we are going to say this. We know Purush controls the Prakriti. That was science. Now we are going to say Purush, Param Purush controls the Purush. That is what is the metaphysics. And this is Param Purush is controlling the Purush. And that arrow is the Raj Yoga. We'll talk about that. And that, what is it? Param Purush control the Purush. So Vikar has to, this thing, go down. Q was there, so this is how Q will go down. And see, very short explanation of Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga is, see, I have seen this double arrow. So Raj Yoga is two-way communication. So that is the telepathy with the Supreme Soul. So that is what is a Raj Yoga. It is not a bhakti, is a one-way. So Raj Yoga is a two-way. So there is you have to communicate with God. Only when you communicate with the God. So now there are all parameters. You will feel at Tindra Sukh, you will be able to communicate and you will experience everything, you will experience the change in sanskar and all that. We will not talk about it, but this is what is a Raj Yoga. So telepathy with the Supreme Soul, that is what is a Raj Yoga. Okay. So only when you communicate, this will go down. Okay. So, and now when I say that this cycle is this, so we are going to say this I have told this Sangam Yuga, okay, or a diamond, this is a diamond world. So the diamond world. So I am going to indirectly say that this time is now. So we are going to talk about the time is now. So we have already gone through this 8, 12, 21, and 42. So everybody has gone through it. This is the time. So we are indirectly going to tell him that this is the time is now. So this is what this time is now. And so this is, it will Sato to Tamo, that now time has come. So we are going for the reverse cycle, Tamo to Sato, because cycle has to be over, no? So we will see that Tamo to Sato. So how this is normal. So this is, we'll talk about diamond world. So there's only one single birth. So that emphasize this is a single world. It is a now. And what is going to happen is that I am going to explain what is the karma is positive. See, I have explained what is karma zero. I explained what is karma is negative. I am now going to explain what is karma is positive. Now, in this world, we have said no, there was a Q. So Q was emerging. So karma was zero. But here we have forgotten. So because Maya, so we are body conscious. So we have to take the help of Supreme Soul. So we have to take the help of the Supreme Soul. And because we are taking the help of the Supreme Soul, we are getting charged. And by charging, and then we are eliminating all these things. So that is why that karma is positive. It is coming from Supreme Soul. And because this karma is becoming positive during this time, then that is why this script is generated. So this is Purusha. So that script S is not magic. It is part of the Purusha. Only if you do this here, okay, then there will be this script S will be generated. So this is what I am trying to explain. What is a karma is positive. Okay, then okay, now then I am going to explain what is this yoga. Okay, so how this cycle is. So this is the yoga. By yoga means here by Raj Yoga, this black layer is reducing, and then this is a script is there. Then further it reduces, and then we'll go into the here, or otherwise by bhog. Okay, now see how I differentiate is that you have to become pure. Okay, so because cycle is completing. Okay, so sorry, I think here this when you come here, automatically this also comes here. Okay, so this is here, and this is the cycle is completing by yoga. Okay, so that is what I have explained. Now what I'm trying to explain is that see that this is very important. See, because karmic account is there, so pain will always be there. So pain will always be there. Key is suffering. If you yoga means in spite of pain, if your suffering is zero, then you are doing it by yoga. And if there is a suffering, then by you are doing it by bhog. So this is the differentiating between yoga and bhog. So this was the black layer. So this by bhog. So this is the black layer. So by bhog, this is the black layer. So here the script is not generated, and this will go like this. So either two ways you are going back, and this is what. So by red also you are going back in this graph, and by black also you are going back. So you are completing the cycle. So you have to complete the cycle. Otherwise, cycle was not being completed. And then and now, see, this is important. Indirectly, I am explaining the angel world. So this by Bhog. So both for it is applicable other than those, Art Ratna. Everybody has to go through the angel world. So this angel world, so all the remaining Bhog has to happen in the angel world. And then, so there is this is some, all soul purification. Means what is a soul purification means? Originally as you were in the soul world, so you have to become everything has to become in the human world. There is no magic, so you have to get pure either by yoga or by bhog. So this is soul purification. But key is the critical mass. See, I'm indirectly see for critical mass of the soul, the purification is by the Raj Yoga. So this is the critical mass. So who the people who are entering by the red arrow, so this is what is the critical mass. So that critical mass of 33 crores that we are going to explain, which is good enough, for the whole world, because then see others will come from here to here. But then to start, you have to have something here to here. So that is what is a critical mass. So that is so soul purification of critical mass that is happens. So this is the way by the soul world. Otherwise, by default, it happens to everyone. And then this is exit, and this is what is the Mahesh. So we have seen the part of the Brahma, which is the generator, Mahesh with the destroy. So all that is, because this is the Kayamat. So everything, the cycle is end. So all that Vinash and then Prakriti and all that. We'll talk about that. So this is what happened. Here key is that exit. All exit is simultaneous. See, this arrow is thick. Here it is one by one. Here entry was one by one. Okay, the entry was one by one. Okay, and now I can explain that here why this entry. This Q is equal to Kala of the Prakriti, so the charge of the Prakriti. Here charge was less, so this was less. So this can be cleared, and this is the exit. One, this is exit. Sorry. Okay, so here exit. So this is again goes back here. Okay, and but because new cycle is coming, so this is another new cycle is coming. So see, this is new cycle is coming. So the Paramatma has gone back to the soul world. This new cycle is starting, and new cycle is starting. So that is the role of Vishnu or operator. So God, God. Generator is Brahma, Vishnu is operator, and then Mahesh is destroyer. The God, and this is all part of the God. And then we are having to also explain, because there is a cycle, so there is no nirvana. So that is the with quantum physics we can explain. There is no merging of the souls, because if you merging 1 + 1 you merge, then it will become 1.5. So that is not, quantum physics doesn't allow. But n is integer. It cannot be z, or it can be it has to be a natural number. So this is a physics, and nirvana is not possible. So there is a cycle. And so we can summarize this is drama. Actors, we have talked about all actors, we have talked about space. Not only we have talked about the angel world also, and then we have talked about time, then we have talked about journey going down, going up. Okay. Then the laws. So what is the laws? There are, laws is that this is T and this is defined, then we are going down, then going up, and then there is a journey. So the laws of the journey. So these are the 4 laws of the drama. So that we talked about the laws, and then again this here also going down, going up, and then these are the laws. So what the cycle says, we are making from Pavan to Patit and Patit to Pavan. Puja to Pujari and Pujari to Puja. You know that all I explained. So here your Devta was there. So you were Puja, and then you were only when this thing doing the Puji. Then it is the drama of Smriti and Vismriti. Here you know that you are a soul conscious. Here you have forgotten that you are a soul conscious. So there is a Vismriti. So you need a God. So this is the cycle of Pavan to Patit. Cycle, both arrows. Puja to Pujari, Smriti to Vismriti, and so this is what is drama. And if somebody is interested, like I said that, okay, so this is